Kamya. Good morning, kids. Yesterday we have covered some of the examples of physical and chemical changes. Based on that, the two definitions, physical changes wherein no new substance is formed and these changes are generally reversible. Chemical changes are those changes wherein new substances are formed and these changes are generally irreversible. These two definitions I had put up on the board. Today we are going to deal with the chemical change and the chemical changes. We are going to take the first example of burning of magnesium ribbon. Now before we could start the activity, let's see what a magnesium ribbon is and how it looks like. So this is basically a metal. Magnesium is a metal. It is available in the form of a ribbon-like structure. So we gave it the name of magnesium ribbon. Magnesium ribbon. Okay. So this is the way it is. What I did was to do today's activity, I took out a strip, straightened it up, and I have kept it with test tube holder because I'm going to burn this. And how it is going to burn, as we say, with the dazzling flame, like the ones, of course, we use this pencil that we use in Diwali, or among the crackers like we use anar or chakri. That dazzling white light that comes out, bright white light, that white light actually is going to come when I'm going to burn this. Okay, it is going to take some time because it needs some heat. It needs to get heated first and then only it is going to catch fire, as it happens in case of Diwali also. So we are going to be patient, we are going to wait some time, let it burn. And once it burns, we are going to do further activities, and for that we need litmus paper. This litmus paper set is also easily available in market. This one is, as it is written on that, litmus blue paper, a whole bunch of it. It has got many strips. And this one, a red litmus paper. Red litmus paper. Okay. And today, along with this, I have brought the pH paper also to you kids. pH paper is the one we are going to dip one sheet out of it, and then we are going to correlate with the colors on the strip. We are going to identify what is its pH value, meaning above 7 it is going to be base, below 7 it is going to be acidic. See, the red shade indicates acid and this blue shade indicates that it is basic. So we are going to try out that also. Okay, so let's see, and I'm switching off the fans to do that activity. And what we are doing here today, I have already written on the board. I'll try to burn this in front of you only. And by the time I am doing this, I am bringing it to light. I am bringing this one to fire. I want everybody to note down from the board. By the time my magnesium ribbon begins burning, it's going to take some time. This is what I am doing, and it is going to take some time. Burn the candle, and on the flame of it I am keeping the strip. It is going to take some time. So the moment it catches fire, I'll start showing it to you. If you can see clearly, after burning, it is turning into white ash, white strip, white strip. Everybody saw that? Saw
Yes,
that?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And
Yes,
it
ma'am.
has got converted. It has got converted to white, white powder. White powder, if you can see. I hope it's clearly visible to us.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is the next step I'm going to do? I'm going to crush this
Yes, ma'am.
with the help of the glass rod and mix some amount of water to that. Right? By the time I'm doing it, please continue writing. Let's not waste time of the class. I have mixed this one. That means once I was burning it, listen kids, when I was burning this first equation took place. I am not writing anything beyond this on the board, so don't worry. Understand first. Once I burned this strip, this is what happened. I took a magnesium ribbon, burned it. Burned it means it will be burned in the presence of oxygen. And it has released magnesium oxide. This white powder, the white ash, is actually magnesium oxide. Got it? Now next step, what I did was, I took up this white ash or magnesium oxide and dissolved it in water. Clear? So the new substance formed here is magnesium hydroxide. Hydroxide means base. Base means red to blue. So let's see if it can create that change in the litmus paper. Let's see. Here, this is one strip I have taken out from the red litmus paper, and here I am just moving it in the liquid. Can you see the change?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Red turned,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, yeah, red turned blue.
Blue.
Okay.
Red and blue is called basic.
Yeah, very good. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to dip this pH paper because we are going to correlate. This is not red or blue litmus. This is pH paper as I told you. Whatever color comes up here, we are going to relate it with the pH number. Let's see. We are going to understand that also, don't worry. So I have dipped that and see the color it has got.
Ma'am,
Right?
blue.
Yeah, and let me correlate.
Ma'am, blue.
Yes, very good. Now this strip actually, it indicates it is a pH scale. On the top, this red color indicates that it is acidic in nature. 1 to 7, and below 7, all the colors they belong to base. So I am going to put this strip near to, let me drain out the excess liquid. All right. So let's see now. My kids are going to tell me which number is it correlating to.
Ma'am, numbers are not clearly visible.
Not
Ma'am, the numbers are not visible.
Abhay?
It is blur, ma'am.
Ma'am, second last. No,
All
ma'am.
right, you can correlate that it is matching with blue color.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that
Like blue.
yeah, that value is actually around 10, 8 to 10. That means it is highly basic, just like sodium hydroxide. It is a strong base. I have compared that red litmus had turned blue. Got it?
Ma'am, more experiment karao na.
Okay. We are doing it. Now, if we are using, see, The red had turned blue. Now let me check with the blue litmus. Is there any change? Blue remains blue only. The red litmus or the pH paper, both of them gave which color?
Blue color, ma'am.
Color. Blue color.
I'm blue.
Yes.
Blue.
That clearly means. Yes, that clearly means that it is basic in nature. Or experiment means you want me to repeat this or deal with another concept?
Another concept, ma'am.
Deal with another concept.
And this one,
concept.
another of course I'm going to take up next. But would you like to see this once again?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Now just wait once again. Take on the fans. And I'm taking out one more step. Let me see if I can show this to my kids again.
काव्या म्यूट कर ले.
Please, let's focus. Let's focus on what we are supposed to understand here. And I expect my kids to complete the written work by the time I am making the setup for this.
Noted, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Keep doing that. I am keeping it on the flame. And the moment it catches fire,
Ma'am, please side.
okay, bacha. If you keep looking continuously towards it, for some time you won't be able to see certain things because the light is too bright.
Ma'am, dazzling bright.
मैम आप पर देखना.
ऐसे भी बेटा थोड़ी देर के लिए I'm keeping my eyes closed.
बहुत ज्यादा उजाला है इसका.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so that activity clearly indicates, this is going to come back to us again in the next classes also, the higher ones. And this activity clearly indicates to us that if you take, now if I am going to understand this in terms of metals and non-metals, I am going to understand it in this way, that when metals are burnt in the presence of oxygen, they form their oxide, and their oxide is actually basic oxide. So this concept you are going to read in the higher classes very well, that metallic oxides are basic oxides. Now, how will we know that they are basic oxides? Because if you dissolve this oxide of a metal in water, you get a base. Enjoying the activity is one, but we must understand the science behind it. Okay? And the science behind it clearly indicates if we burn a metal in the presence of oxygen, we get its corresponding oxide, and that oxide is basic in nature. It is basic in nature. Why we are calling so? Because if you dissolve this oxide in water, it forms a base. Forms a base means it is going, if you are going to go ahead and turn, checking it with a litmus paper, you will be able to clearly see that it turns blue litmus to red. Sorry, red litmus to blue because it is base. Always remember, beta, when the paper is changing the color, if it is going towards blue, that means it is basic. If it is going towards red, that means it is acidic. Like this strip, and you will be having idea of this pH strip from net also. The color shades on the top will indicate towards red. The color shades towards the lower side will indicate blue color. That means it is a base. Clear this activity and these two equations? Okay. Based on this activity and the notes I gave you today, I am going to put an assignment. You are supposed to complete that assignment in due course of time. Alright kids, now let's move ahead and understand the next activity. This was activity number 6.6, and now I am making you understand activity number 6.7. Activity 6.7. And in that, what all are we taking up? We always say a salt solution. That means we take up a particular salt, a compound, and we dissolve it in water. The moment we dissolve it in water, it forms its solution. That means I am taking up a particular compound, that is copper sulfate. The formula of copper sulfate is CuSO4. I'll write down the name also below that. Copper sulfate. Now in this one, I am going to add one iron nail. Yeah. Iron nail or a blade, any small object which is made up of iron I am using. Right. So in this case, I am using an iron nail, for example. And what I see after some time, initially the color of copper sulfate solution is blue. The solution is actually appear to us as though it is, you have taken up some small pinch of surf, the blue surf, and you have dissolved it in water, and the water is taking up that color. Okay. Now this blue color, to that you have added iron nail, and see how the next name comes. The next name will be, we are going to take up iron and the second part of it. Okay. That means One partner gets exchanged with the other one. In higher classes, once you read, you are going to give name to such type of reaction. This is actually known as displacement reaction. Meaning, iron is more reactive as compared to that of copper. So therefore, what iron will do? It will remove copper from its compound. See kids, this is what I meant. These two friends, they were going very well with each other. See this blue and the red litmus of mine I'm taking as the good friends. Alright. Now, more than this component, another friend came over. This friend is more capable, for example, in studies, in sports, the child is very good. Now what happens? इनकी दोस्ती टूट गई. And this new friend, which is more reactive, has replaced one of the friend. और उस बेचारे फ्रेंड को उसी के ग्रुप में से अलग कर दिया, separated from the compound. This is actually known as displacement reaction. Now let's understand in the terms of chemistry, in the terms of science we were studying. What happens is, a more reactive metal removes a less reactive metal. See, copper sulfate is a compound of copper. Copper का compound था ये, यहाँ पर copper है और sulfate है, copper and sulfate. But iron came over. Iron says, I am more reactive. And what happens? This SO4 goes and associates with Fe.
FeSO4
plus Cu, poor copper. उसको निकाल दिया. Before the reaction, the solution had CuSO4. CuSO4, copper sulfate, blue in color. As long as you have copper sulfate.
Ma'am, will you perform this activity?
Yes, I will. I'm just explaining you right now. Okay. So as long as copper sulfate is there in the solution, it is blue in color. Now the copper sulfate started turning to FeSO4. In our book it is written as iron sulfate. Yes, it is also right. Iron sulfate, but its better name, if you are going in for its better name, it is actually ferrous sulfate. According to the book, write down this is okay, good, all good, no problem. And this actually provides green color to the solution. See, the solution from blue start turning towards green. Okay? And iron nail you have kept at the bottom. Copper which is reddish brown in color. You must be having some utensils in the kitchen who have the base of copper. Or some water bottles are there, some jugs are there wherein we keep water in summer, during summer. We keep water and we drink that. Overnight we keep in that. The copper vessel, anybody has seen copper color we know?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, reddish brown.
That I'll show you that also. That is actually, yeah, reddish brown in color, right? After some time what we will observe is that iron nail which was shining in color, it was giving shining color of iron. And after some time, we may see we may see the copper deposition on that. Kids, I want, see, first activity I showed you, then we write about it. This activity I am explaining you, it is very important. It is displacement reaction. It is going to be with you for a long time. Up to 10th standard, you will have practicals out of it. So please try and understand. After completing its explanation, I am going to take it again and then I will show you the activity. Okay, so in this case, this FeSO4 is actually known as
Ferrous sulfate.
ferrous. Okay, ferrous. है ना? जब कंपाउंड को अगर अपन स्प्लिट करेंगे, this is Fe2 plus and sulfate is SO4 2 minus. दोनों cancel हो गए and the formula remains FeSO4. Yeah? Even if you remember this much only, it's okay for your level, no problem. This copper, this is actually copper deposit. Now what do I actually mean by that? See, I took up this container and in this container I have taken up copper sulfate solution which was blue in color, right? And I have added some iron nails to it. After some time, what happened? This copper sulfate blue color, the solution changes from blue to green. And this is what I meant by deposit beta. The iron nails which were kept down, they were there at the base of the beaker. We are going to take out those nails also. The moment you take out the nails with the help of this test tube holder only, I am going to do that. You can see that the nails which were shining, very brightly shining here, just like silver shine, it had a brand new nail. And once you take out from this one and you see the structure of the nail, you will have the deposition on it. The deposition or the deposit, the sticking material or the powder you can say is actually reddish brown in color, just like rust. You will feel as though the brand new nail has got rusted. But that is actually not rust. That is copper. That is copper. I have explained you about this activity because this activity is going to take a lot of time. This activity I'll be doing in tomorrow's lecture and I'll be doing one more activity also. Alright, 2 activities are there for tomorrow. And what I expect my kids to do? I expect my kids to at least find out some copper utensil or copper part in your home. Second thing, yeah, very good. I can see that Anjali has brought that. Very good, very good. Same way, anything that is related to copper, you should know its color. Second, try to find out some material in your home which has got rust on it. Rust on it. Lohe ka saman which has got this rust on it, jung on it. It may be a small nail, a small piece of any part of any of the machine or that was left for a long time. In your balcony it may be there. Please do that with the help of your parents. You must not get hurt. Yeah, Kumud is also showing me one. Very good. So this I want by tomorrow. Can we do that? Maybe some small iron nail which has the rust on it. Okay, and of course one copper. Copper can be from any utensil. You can show me the copper wire. I need you to know that yes, yeah, Nitya is also showing me a copper vessel. Very good. That means we know about the copper color that is reddish brown and try to do that by tomorrow. And second, bring something that has got rust on it. Okay, iron ka saman hai that lohe ke saman pe some rust is there that you are supposed to bring it tomorrow in the class. All right. So this
Anything else?
This you have noted down from the board, beta. Everybody.
Yes,
If you have
ma'am.
not noted, take a screenshot. That's all from my side today. Let's meet tomorrow and continue the activities. Happy learning, kids.